Set to go whenever you're ready.
Yep. Good morning. Hi.
morning.
You're talking to two happy people over here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I saw him up there yesterday. He was
can just feel
really,
it.
he was really happy. You could see he was just beaming. He was smiling from ear to ear. Good morning. Let's call this meeting of the State of New York Mortgage Agency Mortgage Insurance Committee meeting to order.
I'd like to request a motion and a second to call to order the June 9, 2016 meeting of the Sunny Day Mortgage Insurance Committee. The motion and second recorded will be used for all action items before the committee unless specific items call for a different vote or unless any committee member wishes to record his or her vote differently. I have a motion and a second.
I will move.
Seconded.
The minutes of the meeting of the Mortgage Insurance Committee held on May 12, 2016 shall be deemed approved, absent corrections from the directors.
Okay, the meeting will move to the Mortgage Insurance Committee program action items. Item 2, resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $20,130,000 HFA permanent first mortgage loan for 111 East 172nd Street, Bronx, Bronx County.
Good morning. This project comprises development of 126 low-income units, of which 60 are reserved for clients with the New York State Office of Mental Health. The office will contract with the operator to pay approximately $1,162,000 per annum in debt service, which is sufficient to provide debt service on $15 million of the total mortgage amount. The remaining $5,130,000 will be serviced by the NOI from the project. And OMH will also pay approximately $276,000 per annum in rent subsidy, which is comprised of the difference between SSI rents of about $150 a month and the unit rents of $530 a month for the 60 OMH units. The project is being developed by Community Access, which is a well-regarded provider of supportive housing that was founded in 1974 and is a repeat OMH operator. The insured loan amount is $160,000 per unit, which equals only 38% of the project's total development cost of $421,000 per unit.
Any questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for 111 East 172nd Street, Bronx, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 3, a resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $7,310,000 JP Morgan Chase permanent first mortgage loan for Hannock Corona Senior Residence, 54-25101 101st Street, Corona, Queens County.
This project comprises the construction of 68 low-income senior units. There will be a project-based Section 8 HAP contract covering all of the units. In addition to the insured first mortgage, there is $10.7 million in HPD subordinate debt. The project will receive a 420C real estate tax abatement. It's being developed by Hannock, which is an experienced provider of senior housing in Astoria and Corona. This will be the second loan we've insured for projects developed by Hannock, the other one being a $9 million HFA loan for a project in Astoria. The insured loan amount is $107,000 per unit, which equals only 21% of the project's total development cost of $510,000 per unit.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Hannock Corona Senior Residence, 54-25 101st Street, Corona, Queens County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 4, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,206,581 JP Morgan permanent first mortgage loan for 3363 to 3365 3rd Avenue, Bronx, Bronx County.
This project comprises the development of 30 low and moderate income units. In addition to the insured first mortgage, there's $3 million HPD subsidy loan and $12.7 million in federal low-income housing tax credits. The project is being developed by an entity controlled by Peter Magistro, the principal of Bronx Pro. They are a well-known and experienced developer of affordable housing. This will be the 6th loan we've insured for entities developed by Bronx Pro with total exposure of $50 million. The insured loan amount is $140,000 per unit, which equals only 23% of the project's total development cost of $605,000 per unit.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for 3363 to 3365 Third Avenue, Bronx, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion is carried.
Resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,700,000 LIIF permanent first mortgage loan for Lee Goodwin Supportive Housing, 760 to 770 East Tremont Avenue, Bronx, Bronx County.
This project comprises the mod rehab of 2 buildings containing 60 supportive housing units for formerly homeless adolescents aging out of foster care. There'll be a project-based Section 8 HAP contract covering all of the units, and in addition to the insured LIF first mortgage, the project will be financed with $5 million in HPD supportive housing loan program and $12.6 million in federal low-income housing tax credits. The project is being developed by Phipps Houses, which is an experienced provider of affordable housing and supportive housing. This will be the 8th loan we've insured for entities controlled by Phipps Houses, but our total exposure is only $25 million. And the insured loan amount is $77,000 per unit, which equals 20% of the project's total development cost of $470,000 per unit.
Okay, any questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Lee Goodwin Supportive Housing, 760 to 770 East Tremont Avenue, Bronx, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 6, a resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,685,000 Citibank permanent first mortgage loan for 1434 Undercliff Avenue, Bronx to Bronx County.
This project comprises development of 75 low-income units, of which 45 will be reserved for formerly homeless veterans. And the project will receive a project-based Section 8 HAP contract from the Veterans Administration for the 45 units reserved for formerly homeless veterans. In addition to the insured first mortgage, the project is financed with an $8 million HPD subordinate loan and $14 million in federal low-income housing tax credits. The development entity services for the underserved is an experienced provider of supportive housing, and it's a frequent operator of projects financed by the Office of Mental Health. The insured loan amount is $62,000 per unit, which equals only 15% of the project's total development cost of $409,000 per unit.
How many projects like that have you done?
I think this is only the second one we've seen where there was a HAP contract out of the VA rather than from the city or the state.
That could be very different, but okay.
Yeah, we've seen projects with sticky vouchers from the VA.
Okay. Any questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for 1434 Undercliff Avenue, Bronx, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. The motion is carried.
Item 7, a resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $16,250,000 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for the Dietz Building, 225 to 303 Wilkinson Street, Syracuse, Onondaga County.
This project comprises the historic readaptation of a warehouse into 89 workforce units, approximately 37,000 square feet of commercial space. The project, in addition to the insured first mortgage, will receive a $900,000 Empire State Development Grant and $517,000 from Onondaga County. Although there is no regulatory agreement, the unit rents are set at 113 and 104% of the Syracuse area AMI. The insured loan amount is $182,500 per unit, which equals 60% of the project's total development cost of $305,000 per unit.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for the Dietz Building, 225 to 303 Wilkinson Street, Syracuse, Onondaga County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. The motion is carried.
Item 8, resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on an $8,750,000 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for loss at 400 North Oak Street, Buffalo, Erie County.
This project comprises the construction of 76 workforce housing units. Although there is no regulatory agreement, the units will be affordable to tenants with income at 102% of the Erie County AMI. The project will receive a 485B property tax abatement. It's being developed by Rocco Termini, an experienced Buffalo area developer, and this is the sixth loan that we've insured for entities controlled by Mr. Termini with total exposure of $34 million. And the insured loan amount is $115,000 per unit, which equals 80% of the project's total development cost of $143,000 per unit.
No question.
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for loss at 400 North Oak Street, Buffalo, Erie County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion is carried.
Item 9, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $3,600,000 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for Camillus Mills, 52 to 54 Genesee Street, Town of Camillus, Onondaga County.
This project comprises the historic readaptation of a former manufacturing facility into 29 workforce housing units. Although there is no regulatory agreement, the units will be affordable between 81% of the Onondaga County AMI, and there's a pilot agreement with Onondaga County. The development entity is controlled by Douglas Sutherland and Ted Kinder, and this will be the third loan we've insured for entities controlled by them, although our total exposure is only $10 million. The insured loan amount is $124,000 per unit, which equals 40% of the project's total development cost of $313,000 per unit, and there's $1.7 million in developer equity in the project.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Camillus Mills, 52 to 54 Genesee Street, Town of Camillus, Onondaga County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 10, resolution approving $1,517,537 increase from $3,784,463 to $5,312 in 100%, they don't deserve this, no, and 100% mortgage insurance on the CPC permanent first mortgage loan for 346 Bergen Street, Brooklyn, Kings County.
This is a loan that was approved by the board a year ago, and due to increases in development cost of the project, CPC has asked for an increase in the total insured loan amount.
By the way, and we had talked about this before, but what's the increase in the development cost? What's that?
In this case, I think it's simply an increase in hard development costs. I think they just underestimated the first time around the hard costs of the project. We're seeing that not infrequently, both upstate and downstate. The projects are coming back with higher than projected hard construction costs.
Is there a way that we, at the very least, could have that conversation with people up front that the costs should be more reflective of reality?
Yes. And the increased construction cost, in this case, an increase in the loan amount, is being covered by an increase in the rents allowed by HPD. The units were formerly affordable at 120% and 130% of AMI. They were formerly affordable at 100% and 130, and now they're 120 and 130% of AMI.
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving modifications to mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for 346 Bergen Street, Brooklyn, Kings County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 8, information items.
Just that the mortgage recording tax in May was $13.8 million, which is lower than it has been it's actually the lowest it's been in the last 6 months. I don't think 1 month indicates anything.
Okay. All right, that's it. Motion to adjourn.
Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried and the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.